dear students, today we are going to talk about the simple interest. Simple interest. So what do we mean by the simple interest? What do we mean by the simple interest? What do we mean by it? Simple interest is what you are going to take from the money, or what you will take money. Simple interest means that you will put your money in a bank for a period of time, and this period of time you will generate interest for it. So as example, the simple interest, let's say simple interest means the I. Okay, this is for simple interest. Simple interest. So it consists of the P, which is the principal of your money. The origin, let's say this principal is itself the origin. Okay, then we have the R, which is the rate of interest. Rate of interest. And finally we have the time, T, which represent the time. T, usually the time in years. Usually time should be in years, but sometimes it comes to you in months. So you will divide the month by 12. You will divide the months by 12 months. So months will be by 12. Or it might come to you on a figure of days. Then you will divide the number of days by 360. So if it comes to you in days, you will divide the number of days by 360. So this is the first thing we have to know about the simple interest. So moving ahead, now let's say that you put a person deposited amount of let's say a person deposited amount of $1,000 in a bank for 1 year with a rate of 10% annually. Now calculate the interest and the sum of the amount at the end of the year. In such an example, like I'm telling you now, a person deposited amount of $1,000 in a bank for 1 year with a rate of interest of 10% annually. Calculate the interest and the sum of the amount at the end of the year. In this case, the solution. How we will get the solution for this example here? To solve this example, we need first to calculate the interest. Interest will equals the principal multiplied by the interest rate or rate multiplied by the time. So the principal multiplied by the interest rate by the time. Okay, the principal is 1,000. Here we go. It was $1,000. And the rate is 10%. So 1,000 by the rate is 10% by the time is 1 year. So this will be $100. This will comes to amount of $100. Okay, this will be $100. Then I will say the sum of the amount at the end of the year, the sum of the amount, sum will be the principal plus the interest. The principal plus the interest. So this will be, the principal is 1,000 plus the interest is 100, then all will comes to $1,100. All will come to $1,100. So here we go again. A person deposits amount of $1,000 in a bank for 1 year with a rate of interest 10% annually. Calculate the interest and the sum of the amount at the end of the year. So I will say the interest will equals price or the principal multiplied by the rate multiplied by the t is the time. So the principal are $1,000 and the interest rate is 10% and the time is 1 year. So all will come to $100. This will be the amount of the interest. Okay, then the whole sum will be the principal of the money which he originally deposits in the bank plus the interest. So all of them will come to 1,000 plus 100, all will come to $1,100. Let's see now, how about if the amount was in months, like the amount was deposited for months, not for years, but for months. We will divide the months by 12 and the days, like I said before, by 360. Let's go for this example. A person deposited $1,000 for 9 months in a bank with simple rate of interest of 10% annum or annually. Calculate the amount of interest. Same thing we'll do here like we did before. So we will say the amount or the interest will equals the principal by the rate of the interest by the time. That means it will equal, the principal is 1,000 and the rate is 10%. So 10%, like I said before, let me do it here, 10% is 10 divided by 100. It's the same. So this is by 10 by 100, or you can do it by the calculator and divide it, multiply by time. What is the time here? It's 9 months. 9 months. So for 9 months, I will say 9 divided by 12. As I'm talking about months, so I will say, I will do it by 12. So this will be 100 and 3/4. This will give me $75. Okay. So if you do it by the calculator, it will give you this. Okay. That means now the whole sum, or the sum of the amount, will equals the principals. The sum of the amount will equal the principal, which was 1,000, plus the $75. All will be $1,075. And this is the end of this example. Okay, now we'll come to another example, which is about how if the amount, the time was in days. In days. It's the same idea. If I said as example, a person deposited $1,000, okay, with simple interest of 10% for 90 days. For only 90 days. Calculate the interest and the total amount. Well, it's the same idea. I will say here the interest will equals the principal P multiplied by the rate or multiplied by the time. No problem. I have the principal, which was $1,000, multiplied by the rate. The rate is 10%, and we said 10% can be written in this form, 10 divided by 100. Then multiplied by the time. The time is 90 days. When it is days, like I said, we will divide by 360. So this will be $25. This will comes to $25. Okay? Okay, $25. Then the whole amount will be, the sum will be the principal plus the interest. Then this will be the principal is 1,000 plus the interest is 25. Then all will come to $1,025. So like I told you before, if the days, if we have the time in years, we keep it years. 3 years, you will multiply by 3. 4 years, you will multiply by 4, etc. If the time is in months,